What's up, guys? My name is Patrick, and welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. Today, we are in Oxenfurt. Or Oxenfurt, however you say it. It's spelled Oxenfurt. But we are here today, and we are here for two reasons. We are here to search for Tamara, or Tamara, rather, the Baron's daughter. And we are also here for the main reason of getting a haircut. And a shave. Mostly that. Mostly the latter. So let's just start with that. Okay. Look at this professional barber shop we got going on here. Little shelves for their little tools. Look at those shears. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect mirror. Look at my reflection. Yeah, because I look like green fog. It's perfect. Alright. You there! Cut my hair.
Greetings, Master. What can I do for you?
Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
He never says make me look good. He just says make me look decent. Like he could give a shit. I'd like a new haircut. Now this is the vanilla haircut. This is the Hearts of Stone. It's not an expansion haircut, it's the haircut they show in all the trailers where his head is just shaved and all the hair on the top of his head is pulled into a ponytail. This is like The Witcher 1. This is like Leon Kennedy. And this is like a mobster with his hair really short and slicked back. But we're going to do this for now, because I love the way it looks. It looks really wild. You'll see in a second. And perfect. Now I want a new beard. I'd like you to style my beard. I will never go with mutton chops and a soul patch, but I will go with a full beard trimmed short. Maybe I'll go clean shaven one of these days. Alright, that's good. Adios.
So long.
Alright. So this is my new hairstyle and beard, and I quite like the way it looks indeed. Except for it having a shaven face, honestly. This is like the Witcher 1 appearance. It's pretty cool. Witcher 1 appearance looks really good in The Witcher 3. With his hair all down. Now, somewhere in Oxenfurt, there is a girl named Tamara. And we have to go find her, so it keeps telling me go this way to talk to the Baron about his family, but I don't want to do that without doing the Find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenfurt part first. So she is somewhere here. Oxenfurt's a relatively small town too, so shouldn't be that hard to find her. There's honestly not many places that you can actually go into here. So let's just have ourselves a quick little look around here. Let's stop by a vendor.
Go on, don't think twice, just buy.
Where I buy from? Is it this guy? Yes.
What can I do with you for? If I ain't got it today, say the word and I'll have it tomorrow.
I was just hoping to see what you have in stock.
Let me see. Might pick something.
If I might pick something, I'm lying. I just want to get some rid of some stuff, honestly. So let's see what I can get rid of. Trophies aren't really worth much. These runes happen to be worth a lot.
So long.
How much gold do I have now? 25.19. Not bad. Not bad at all. I got this silver sword recently, Dythwin, from a Witcher contract called the White Lady. And this sword looks really cool. It's got like a hollow notch taken out of the center. It's slightly worse than Adden Dyth, but it also doesn't have as many effects as Adden Dyth does. But it's a little bit more durable, even though it says it's not, it is. Because as you can see, this is already at 56%. It has such low durability, it is insane. But yeah, might be time to, before I leave here, I have to remind myself, pick up some weapons repair kits. Yes, that's what I need. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Upgrade our sword. Upgrade our armor. By upgrade, I mean just enhance. Now, there's a dot right there. There's a quest dot, which means I'm guessing that Tamara is somewhere in there. So I should look for a way into this building. And I don't see any doors on this side, so unless I can get in here, and I can't. What a big ship. Damn nice one, too. Alright. So I'm going to guess I can get in here. Can't see through these windows. Usually a good way to tell if you can get in some places if you can see through the windows. Never had glass and windows look so good as they do in this game, but let's try and go in here. Yep. Awesome.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Listen, your father's worried about you, but I also don't blame you, so... Look, I don't blame you.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Listen, we gotta talk about some stuff before I just go willy-nilly messenger for you, so... What happened to your mother?
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Alright, let's see. Why did your mother miscarry?
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Jesus. Tell me your version of this story.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
That sounds pretty dark. Also very, very surmised. Good news, Tamara. I know where your mother is.
Wojtek said some monster carried off your mother.
That is what happened. It was enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog. Seems quite happy, actually. Though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What? She lives! I must go there at once and get her out!
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
I've made my decision. Won't let anyone talk me out of it.
Alright. That was a dumb thing on my part. What'll you do now?
What will you do now?
Find my mum?
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Would these friends happen to be members of the Eternal Fire?
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the Eternal Fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
True words have never been spoken, girl. So she fell into a pack of Eternal Fire Redanian witch hunters. Now, I've seen witch hunters around. They're big, hulking men who just have these ridiculous haircuts, these cleft chins, and these dumbass things to say about witchers. They're all a bunch of assholes, so I can only see this ending badly. I don't know. What about your father, though?
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Uh-huh. This is one of the aforementioned hulking dumbasses. Let's see, who are you?
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Alright. Where will you take her?
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
It's okay. It's okay, girl. The cat understands. Understands your woes, your pain. So, what I've just found out... Oh my god, hi guys. Anyway, so what I've just found out is that Tamara has been seeking refuge with the Eternal Fire, and I thought that all those guys were just pompous, douchey assholes. That one guy didn't seem like he was too bad, though. Sounds kind of weird. It sounds like I should suspect him a little bit, but... He didn't go immediately to calling me an asshole, which is different. So who knows? Tamara might be in with a decent crowd right now. Seems like she's got herself on a decent life path, but let's go back to the Baron and see what we have to do next. Okay. It's good to see Crow's Perch is still in one piece, not, you know, smoldering pile of ashes, as it came very close to being the last time I showed up here.
Come closer. Don't
Okay. Hi, goat. Long time no see, Crow's Perch goat. Dokie. Righto. So. See, this is Anna. Let me show you this real quick. This is Anna Strenger, wife of the Bloody Baron, presumed kidnapped. Hearty reward for whoever finds her or brings her in. This looks like Gran from the swamp. Just a little bit younger. See what I mean? I've seen those posters before. Let me, oh.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Okay. I guess I'll just help you. I don't really feel like I should demand payment for every single little thing.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
That's a little bit quick. Okay. That's cool. Didn't think that would come into play so quickly, but hey. Little dwarf man.
How may I assist you?
You can assist me, hi Peller, by giving me
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Where are they? Where are they? I know you have them. I need some of... Damn it. Do you not have any? I was really hoping that you would have some. Ah, come on. Man, he really doesn't have any weapons repair kits. That is what I was looking for. Never mind.
So long.
Alright, so the Peller gave us a cool little mission. Probably do that in a later episode.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Huh. So not all of you are ungrateful assholes.
Thanks.
No
mate.
problem, dude. Happy to do it.
You saved my sorry
Happy to save your sorry ass. Alright, let's go find the Baron. New hair looks awesome on Geralt.
Witcher, a word, please.
Alright, what's up, Artle?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Huh.
Nothing here for you.
I'm gonna fight you one day, dude. I know I've got to talk to you about the whole title for Velen, so... Maybe I'll include that in another episode, too. But doing some fight pit stuff for some extra coin and some extra fun. Anyway, let's go talk to this depressed Baron. Real fucking mature, dude. Jesus. Baron. Bloody Baron. Huh. That looks like a well I can go down. Huh, wait a minute. I did forget something. Let me do this before anything else. I forgot I have a letter to read. Where is it? Here it is. All is prepared. We wait only your arrival. When I told the commander of your commitment and zeal, he agreed to welcome you into our ranks at once. At first, you will be put through preliminary training, but you already know how to ride and wield a blade and thus have already mastered the essentials. The rest will not take much time. As soon as you don our colors, we will set out in search of your mother, and we will find her, I promise, even if we have to comb every inch of Velen. That's cool. So the Eternal Fire guys seem at least honorable and dedicated to helping her find her mother, which is kind of cool. Now this is a love letter that I just found next to the Baron. My dearest husband, I breathed a sigh of relief after reading your last letter. I am so glad you are on the mend after your injury. I know how upset you must be at having to spend the next few weeks in a field hospital, but my heart rejoices that you will not be risking your life on the battlefield. Tamara grows and grows and grows. She can even stand up now if she holds on to something, though she's still quite unsteady on those chubby little legs. She needs constant minding. For every time I turn my back, she's climbing onto the table or grabbing whatever her little hands can find. Yesterday, she almost poured a bowl of hot soup all over herself. I think I will take on that Miller girl as help, because I'm afraid one day I won't catch Tamara in time, especially now when you are gone and I must look after all our household affairs myself. Dear Philip, I miss you dreadfully and eagerly await your return. Every day I pray to Melitel for your health and our daughters, and for our family to be whole once more. I hope this horrible war will end soon. I love you. Yours forever, Anna. That's an old letter, but it was also very, very sad. Poor guy is just trying to live in happy memories.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms will please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Man. The death of a family member is always hard.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned Velen. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
I kind of have to agree with you there. A place that's basically controlled by 3 ancient-ass witches. You picked a prime spot to raise a family. But enough about you. Gotta talk about your family.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? Is she all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Listen, man. I will really want to say I don't blame her, but you have to come to terms with it.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change, I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose.
Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs gone stiff from so much bed rest.
That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer Morhen, of course.
At Kaer Morhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads as I recall.
I'm the exception.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here. Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Are you scared?
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak. The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
All right.
Come
Let's
on,
do
Ciri,
this. I'm
don't
gonna whoop
you
your ass, Baron.
embarrass us.
Your sword is mine.
No, it is
That'll
not.
be the day.
I'd never give you this sword, dude.
Kick it.
Show how it's done.
All right, so he does seem pretty quick. He's right on my heels. I'm trying to hoof it. Shut up.
Come on, lass. You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
Wait a minute. Is the memory over, or do I get to fight that thing?
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Alrighty. Alright, man, listen. I know where your wife is.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Listen, man, honestly, I do, but my opinion doesn't matter. You know the truth. Your family knows the truth. They don't want to come back. There's got to be some reasoning behind that.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
So tell me how it is with you. How it really is. Please, I'm tired of getting all these half-cocked truths.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. Alright then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Should I blame him? So, it's your fault after all.
Still seems like your fault to me.
Will you let me finish?
What happened next, then?
Alright. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Uh-huh. Seems like they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
You know, it's funny. I know I just said seems like they call him that for a reason, for that reason. I know the story behind why they call him that, and it's pretty goddamn hilarious. I'll touch on it in the next episode. What did Anna say when you, murdered her boyfriend?
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Huh. Well, seems you two really do deserve each other. You're both not the best of people. I can also say that I don't really care.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Alright. Your wife ended up making a deal with the crones regarding, I think, that baby.
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Alright. I want to help him, so I'm not just going to go do what you want. But, listen, I wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp. Not alone, anyway.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men,
Go there and retrieve Anna.
Alright, man. We had a deal. It's time you fulfilled your end and told me everything you know about Ciri.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth!
I kind of like playing this series. This thing is pretty tough to fight, though. I don't have anything that I can use. Nice. Shit.
Oh, damn it! I can't leave him like that. Oh.
Bring it on, Horser! Come here! You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
Well, it's okay, man. We're even for you taking care of Ciri.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then who knows where.
Novigrad, eh?
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
But how did Ciri get past that Redanian blockade at Novigrad?
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Tamarian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
Alright. I gotta get myself to Novigrad, it seems.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Alright, listen. I am not gonna miss the opportunity to go back and thrash those fucking witches, so you've convinced me. I'll absolutely help you.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
The hell?
There you are.
Escaped again. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Where did he get that name? Uma?
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange, but he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Alright. He doesn't really look like a monster. He looks like an imp.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
You really had nothing better to play for than an imp?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Tell me how it happened.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed.
Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Huh. Now you've got a court jester.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Alright, so it begins. That's where I'm going to call this Let's Play, guys. I want to thank you so much for tuning in these last few episodes. Now we have Return to Crookback Bog as a quest. We're going to go deal with the crone, save Anna, and hopefully give the Baron some peace of mind. Yeah, we got our new haircut, we got our new sword, we got our new beard, and we got a new destination to go to. It seems like we also have a new character entry about that guy named Uma, that little thing that just came stumbling in that last cutscene. But in the next episode, we're going to do some fight ring stuff.
Could use some hair of
Gonna invite myself to challenge the Commander Ardle over there in the fight pit for the Champion of Velen title. Then we're going to go deal with some witches. But again, thank you guys for tuning into this episode, and I will see you next time.